at the final part of ranking every single season Ninjago sets, all the worst ones in one video, ladies and gentlemen. That does not mean it's bad. The rules are simple. No polybags, no 4+ sets, no air jitsu, dragonflies, or spin jitsu spinners, stuff like that. No gimmick sets whatsoever. It has to be main box traditional sets to count as a set on this list. We're going to start with season 11. We already did part 1. And yeah, let's get into part 2 right now. Let's go on with season 11, the Scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu. Okay, season 11, a little bit of a lackluster show in my opinion, but if we're going off the sets were amazing. You got Lloyd's Titan Mech, you got the Land Bounty, the Katana 4x4, I put my windows up, and all that other stuff. I will apologize. I will never do that again, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, if we're going to go off the awesomeness of the sets, Lloyd's Journey cannot be last. Lloyd's Journey for $10, the fact that you get the Akita, Fox form, and Lloyd, we can't give that to last place. And this was very, very tough. And this is a good set. Don't get me wrong, this is a good set, but compared to the other sets in this wave, it does not compare. Cole's Dirt Pike is dead last, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. You get Kai and Cole, which is awesome because you get 2 of the 5 ninja suits in a $20 set, and you get a Pyro Destroyer. But yeah, everything else is just a little bit better. You don't get any Scholar Spinjitzu, a Cole bike, and we've seen plenty of Cole bikes before. So yeah, it gets last place for season 11, but nothing to scoff at. Still a very good set. Okay, next up, season 12, the almighty Prime Empire. I know some people don't like this season. I quite like this season quite a lot, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the worst sets, and we're gonna have to go with set number 71709, which is Jay and Lloyd's races, basically, just bikes. Another double pack bike. We've seen this plenty of times, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen the battle of Snake Jaguar. We've seen a whole bunch of other things where we get 2 bikes, or 2 like a bike and like another side build. We've seen this plenty of times, and you get like the green rat guy. Like the green rat guy's like kind of to say the least. He's kind of and the fact that you can get Jay and Lloyd in their arcade pods is, you know, it makes this set kind of useless, ladies and gentlemen. Makes it kind of useless as well. So yeah, this set is definitely a pass back then, and it's definitely not the best set by any means for Prime Empire. It is definitely the worst set for season 12 Prime Empire. Okay, next up, season 13. A very lucky number in my opinion. The Master of the Stone Mountain right here. This was Cole season. Hopefully we get another Cole season very, very soon. But right now that has not happened. So, you know, RIP to Cole, I guess. But yeah, there was so many good sets here. I was sitting here for a while, ladies and gentlemen, just figuring out which set is the worst out of the bunch here. Because really and truthfully, there is no incorrect answer for any set here. Because all the sets are great in terms of like the best set. But if we're going for the worst set, it was extremely hard because none of them are the worst set in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. But there has to always be one. Unfortunately, there has to be one worst set, okay? So we're going to have to go with the Woo. I hate saying this, chat, because it's 321 pieces, comes with 2 minifigures for $20, and you get Woo as well. The Woo Battle Dragon will have to be our pick, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it is going to have to be our pick. It is an amazing build, nonetheless, but it is the smaller side of the waves. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to just do that, unfortunately. I don't want to do it. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to do that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to put the Woo Dragon Battle on here, but I have to, ladies and gentlemen. It's an amazing dragon build, and yeah, it comes with the awesome little gecko guy, and it comes with one of the Master Blades right there from Lily, but other than that, it's great, but it's just not on the level of the other sets. So it has to get the worst spot. I hate saying this, but Woo's Battle Dragon gets last place for season 13. Sorry for the stuttering. Okay, next one we have got season 14. Now we're going to be doing 2 parts for season 14. 1, the Keepers of the Island, and then number 2, we're going to go with Seabound. So it's going to be a little 2-part thing right here. We'll be doing that just for season 14. And yeah, I should have done it with season 11. That is my bad, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do better. I promise I'll do better. But yeah, and then also stuff with Dragons Rising, which is going to be going off 1 season. So not part 1 and part 2, that's just going to be 1 combined season. We're going to keep it a little bit similar right here. And we're going to have to go with Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike. Now, 3 minifigures for $20 is a good deal, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact that you get the collectible as well. But the build, compared to all the other builds in this wave, which is only 4 sets in this Keepers of the Island wave, it's the worst build by far, ladies and gentlemen. The bike rarely stands up on its own. Like, it does not come with a kickstand or anything, so the bike barely stands up by its own. It loves falling over. If this thing had something that it loves more than anything, it would be falling over, ladies and gentlemen. It falls over so much. All the time, ladies and gentlemen. Lloyd is also a very, very common figure in the wave, so nothing too crazy with that. I do believe Nia is exclusive to this set, though, so that's a plus, I guess. But, like, overall, it's the weakest set from Season 14's Keeper of the Island part, that's for sure. Alright, part 2 of Season 14, which is the Seabound portion. You had awesome stuff in this wave, not gonna lie. But we're going for the worst set. Once again, we're going for the worst set. We're going to go with set number 71750. We've got Lloyd's Hydro Mech. Lloyd's Scuba is just terrible. Like, I don't like any of these Scuba suits compared to any of the traditional ninja suits. This is just not the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like the Scuba suits at all. And you get a generic villain in this. You do get the Sea Amulet. You do get the Sea Amulet. And you can build up a nice little accurate thing with a bunch of, like, Hydro Mechs. But, like, this is just such a meh thing. Like, it's meh. It's meh compared to all of them. It's not bad at all. It's just meh compared to all the other Seabound sets. And it's gonna have to get last place for Seabound. Okay. Next one. Crystallize, the last season of the Master of Spinjitzu portion of Ninjago. Hopefully we can get something awesome like that again. But right now that's not happening. We're in the awesome Dragons Rising era. So that's fine. It's not the greatest, but it is A-okay, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, but we're going to have to go, enough chit-chat, we have to go with set number 71773, which is Kai's Golden Dragon Rider, ladies and gentlemen. Which is not a bad set at all. It's just compared to all the other sets, ladies and gentlemen. Like, think about all the awesome sets you get in Crystallize. This right here is not the greatest set, to say the least. Now, you do get stuff like the awesome Zane Dragon Flyer right there, and you do get Skylar, and you do get a nice selection of Crystallized Goons right there for the Crystal King, and you do get Mr. F, but it's just like the build is just so clunky, and this is a $100 set, ladies and gentlemen. Like, keep this in mind, this is a $100 set. You could almost get the Golden Dragon, or you can definitely get the Crystal King set from this one. You can get the Samurai Mech. There's just so many better sets for this price point in this wave. But so yeah, you just can't really, like, respect it in that sense, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's not the best set at all, and it just looks way too clunky. And the front tires, like, what are those front tires doing? Like, what are those front tires doing? I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but those front tires look so mid. And if you're looking for any dragon suits right there, you've got a lot better options, ladies and gentlemen. A lot better options. So it has to come last place. Kai's Golden Dragon Rider. Dead last for Crystallize, and it's not even close. Okay, next up, we have got Dragons Rising Season 3, a new era of Ninjago. And we have to go with Lloyd and Aaron's Ninja Team Mech right here. Now, I didn't really want to put this at last place, but we had the same problem with stuff from part 1. We had a lot of problems with part 1. Like, Season 4 was just so tough to rank a really bad set, because there is no really bad set in Dragons Rising Season 3, to say the least. Like, you can't really say, like, any set's bad in this wave. But, like, the build's fine. The minifigures are lackluster for me. And the fact that we get so many mechs in Dragons Rising later on, this has to be the worst set for Dragons Rising Season 1. And yeah, the minifigures are okay, but you can get these minifigures pretty much easily now. Like, you can get with the Ryu Dragon, $20 set, you can get that Aaron figure. Raptor's in Sora's Transformation Mech, which is a lot better than this set. You've got some just generic Imperial Guards right there. You can get that from Zane's Spinjitzu car. Lloyd you can get from the Imperial Hunting Hound. These are all sets that are under $50 just about, besides, like, the Wildfire set, right? Because that comes with Lloyd as well. But if we're talking off the sets that I just listed off, ladies and gentlemen, they're all under $50. They're just, like, yes, Sora's Transforming Mech is a little bit more than $50, but, like, all the other sets are below $50. This is, like, a $70 to $100 set, ladies and gentlemen. So for the price that they're trying to get out of this, it's just the weakest set out of the wave by far. and it takes dead last for Dragons Rising Season 3. Next up, Dragons Rising Season 2 right here. Now, I would say the January wave of this season was absolutely, like, just so typical. And I don't like that. I want some unpredictability, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to see 5 mechs, 2 dragons, and they call it a day. You know, I'm a little bit disappointed about that. And we're going to have to go with Kai's Elemental Fire mech right here, just because of that fact, right? Because Kai got another mech in the Summer Waves. Kai got another mech in the Summer Waves, which was the Kai's Climber mech, which is superior to Kai's Elemental mech. So, the fact that we got 2 Kai mechs already within a year, like, we have to give it to the Kai Elemental Fire mech. And there's nothing bad with this. We're just so oversaturated with mechs, in my opinion. Now, maybe, ladies and gentlemen, you are big fans of the mechs, and if you are, well, fair play to you. I respect that. I 100% respect that. But if we're going off the fact that we had a Kai mech that was better than this mech, not even 6 months apart, it's very easily a reason why I have to put this last. I have to put it last, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there's just no way around it. I have to put this last, you know? And I don't want to, but at the same time, it's like, we got 2 Kai mechs, and this one's just the weaker Kai mech out of the bunch. So, yeah, dead last, Kai's Elemental Fire mech. Back to the modern day, ladies and gentlemen. Dragons Rising Season 3, an amazing show for Part 1. I haven't watched Part 2 just yet. I'll be watching that when it gets uploaded to the YouTube channel or on cable TV, ladies and gentlemen. But, what did I say about Kai mechs? I like Kai. Kai is my second favorite ninja. Don't get me wrong. But these Kai mechs, man, they've just got to stop, alright? Like, we need a break from them. I hate to say it. And, yeah. Obviously, there's some really good Kai mechs, like the Kai Fire Knight mech. But the Kai mech Storm Rider. Are we serious? Are we serious, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are. I think we are. The Kai's mech Storm Rider is the worst set, in my opinion, for Dragons Rising Season 3. The fact that we got 2 Kai mechs a year before. And then we get this Kai mech, and then we get a vastly superior Kai mech in the Fire Knight mech. This is not okay, Lego. Okay, this is not okay. I don't like putting Kai in last place, back to back. But this Kai set is just kind of meh. Like, it's like, I get what they're trying to do with the whole Storm Rider. I like the idea of the Storm Rider. It's a great idea. But we should have had a break from Kai mechs before we did a Kai mech Storm Rider. You know, we should have just made this a Kai Storm Rider. It would have been better. But that's okay. And the minifigures are fine. Like, you get this Dragonian Warrior in a $10 spinner. So that's nothing too crazy right there. And with Kai and Nia, you get them in a 4+ set for $50 with Lloyd and Baby Ryu, right? So, like, the minifigures you can get in other sets that are a little bit better than this set. Yeah, this set's just got nothing really going for it outside of Kai and Nia, which you can already get in other sets that are better sets. So, yeah, Dragons Rising Season 3, Kai, Mech, Storm Rider. I hate being negative, ladies and gentlemen, but it's the truth. Okay, next up, we've got Ninjago Core. Now, I feel like this was the worst sub-theme out of the bunch. Like, we could have had a better show, maybe, like, with like, this sub-theme here. Like, I would really like to see something like a pilot, but, like, a Bone King-style pilot. That would have been awesome right there. You know, go back to the roots, have a pilot-inspired core. That would have been cool, where we go back to the underworld. But it's A-okay. And, yeah, we're going to be combining Year 1 and 2 as well. So, all of them will be combined into just one set, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to have to go with set... Oh, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to rate a bad set. I don't want to rate this a bad set. Kai's Ninja Car Evo is going to be the set. Set number 71780. 94 pieces, 6+. I have to put it last. And I don't want to put it last, ladies and gentlemen. But compared to all the other $10 sets in this wave, ladies and gentlemen, it's just not on the level that it needs to be on. Like, it comes with Kai by himself, which is fine, right? But, like, all the other $10 sets come with someone else. Or come with a bit more of an interesting build. A Kai car we've seen a dozen times. And a Kai figure that's easy to get. Like, very easy to get. Yeah, nothing too special with this set. And this set is easily skippable and forgettable. Just like the Day of the Departed set that we talked about in Part 1. And, yeah, it's going to get dead last for Ninjago Core. Alright, let's finish it off strong. Ninjago Legends right here. And man, this is tough. Like, both sets are amazing. We've only got 2 sets because it is the start of Ninjago Legends. Hopefully, we can get some more sets from this wave and maybe a little bit cheaper sets, because 100, 200, RIP to everyone's wallet. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying with that. But yeah, that's all I'm saying, to say the least. But yeah, Ninjago Legends, we're going to have to go with the Guardian Dragon. The Guardian Dragon, now they're both neck and neck, but the Guardian Dragon I feel like you get a little less value out of, especially if you can still find the Source Dragon Emotion. This is a little bit of a weaker dragon compared to that. But in terms of this year, it is a superb set. You get an awesome move figure and the awesome Guardian Dragon. But I feel like the Fire Knight mech is the best set from Ninjago Legends, because it's only 2 sets. So unfortunately for the Guardian Dragon, it is the worst at the moment. Do I think it will be the worst forever? Absolutely not. And can we talk about the show? The show is absolutely incredible. The show is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Like, the show is so superb. I wish it was a little bit longer, though. I will say that. I kind of wish the show was a tiny bit longer than 5 minutes an episode. But hopefully that will work itself out. That will work itself out. But so far, I'm so happy with the awesomeness of Ninjago Legends. But that will conclude today's video. Put it in the comments what other stuff you want to see, what ideas you've got, ladies and gentlemen, that you want, or what videos you want to see. Put it in the comments. I really do appreciate it. I read all the comments, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a good day.